Hi guys, good morning. So for today's class, I just feel like doing 5 Sun Salutation A, 5 Sun Salutation B, and then I don't know beyond that. I think what I'll do is 2 slow, 3 fast. So we're gonna do 2 Sun A slow, 3 Sun A faster. 2 Sun B slow, 2 Sun B faster, and then we'll see where we go. So starting up at the top of your mat, listen to your body and place your feet the width that works for you today. So it could be right together, it could be as wide as your mat, anywhere in between. Relax your arms to your sides. You can close your eyes here if you like, or just let your eyes rest gently on one spot. And just begin to pay attention to your breath. Notice that there's an inhale breath and notice that there's an exhale breath. Just taking a moment to ground into your body, ground into the present moment. And we'll set that intention to come back to the present moment as often as possible throughout the practice. So at any moment, at every moment throughout the practice, just notice, am I thinking about something? Am I spiraling? Come back to the breath, notice the breath. All right, Sun A slow. Reach your arms up, look up, take an inhale breath. Fold your body forward, exhale breath. For this first Sun A, we're gonna pause here and just hang for a little bit. Say hello to your hamstrings. Breathe a little bit. Do a halfway lift. Fingertips can stay on the ground. They can come to your shins. They can go to blocks. Lengthen your spine. Inhale breath. Fold towards your legs. Exhale breath. Come back into a high plank. So stepping back into a high plank. Pause in high plank for a moment. Find your core. And then with your knees or without your knees, slowly bend your elbows. Hi, Shanti. We'll do a couple of cobras here. So hands are low near the bottom of the rib cage. Lift your chest up, shoulders back. Inhale. Lower down on the exhale. Do that again. Chest up, shoulders back. Inhale. Lower down on the exhale. And one more time. Inhale. And exhale. We'll go through tabletop, hands and knees, and back into our first downward facing dog. So first downward facing dog, move in a way that feels right to you. So you can pedal your legs, bending one knee, stretching the opposite heel down, bending the other knee, stretching the opposite heel down. You can shake your head. Just really feel your body and try to take breath and movement into anywhere that feels right. Good, and then look forward between your hands. Slowly walk your feet forward towards your hands. When you're near the top of your yoga mat, do a halfway lift. Lengthen your spine out with an inhale breath. And fold towards your legs. Exhale breath. Come all the way to stand. Circle your arms up overhead. Inhale. Relax your arms down to your sides. Exhale. And again, inhale, look up, reach up. Exhale, fold your body forward. We will take a couple extra breaths here. It's our second Sun A. Halfway lift. Lengthen your spine. Inhale breath. Fold. Exhale breath. Walk into a high plank. Hold high plank. Pull your belly up and in. Squeeze your thighs, squeeze your legs. Try to widen your upper back a little bit. So pushing your chest towards the ceiling. Good, and then take your knees down And slowly lower all the way down. 3 cobras. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more. Inhale up. And exhale down. We'll do one upward facing dog just to get it into the body. So point your toes, press down through the tops of your feet, and inhale this time, straighten your arms, lift your hips off the ground, lift your kneecaps off the ground, shoulders back. Good, and then tuck your toes and go up and back. Downward facing dog. Second downward facing dog, move in a way that feels good to you. Let's breathe for 1. Breathe for 2. Breathe for 3. Breathe for 4. Breathe for 5. Look forward. You can walk, hop, or step your feet to the top of your yoga mat. Do a halfway lift. Inhale, breath. Fold towards your legs. Exhale, breath. Come all the way to stand. Inhale, breath. Reach your arms up high. And exhale. Release your arms. All right, so 3, normal pace. Okay? Arms reach up. Inhale. Fold forward. Exhale. Half lift, inhale. Plank chaturanga, exhale. So you can hop, you can walk. Cobra up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Breathe for 1. 2. 3. 4. 5, inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, walk, hop, or step your feet forward. Half lift, inhale, breath. Fold in, exhale, breath. All the way up, inhale, reach high. And exhale, release your arms. Again, inhale, breath, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Half lift, inhale. Plank chaturanga, exhale. Cobra up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Breathe for 1. For 2. Your inner thighs are reaching back. 3. Neck is totally relaxed. Belly is drawing up and in very strong. Bend your knees, look forward, walk, hop. Step your feet forward, half lift, inhale. Fold in, exhale. All the way up, inhale, reach high. And exhale, release your arms. 1 more like that. Inhale, breath, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Half lift, inhale. Plank chaturanga, exhale. Cobra up dog. Downward facing dog. Good. So belly in strong for 1. Inner thighs reaching back for 2. Legs squeezing and reaching down through the heels for 3. Pressing strongly through your arms for 4. And on 5, bend the knees, walk, hop, step your feet forward, half lift, inhale, breath. Fold and exhale, breath. All the way to stand. Inhale, breath, reach up. And exhale, release the arms. So for Sun B, you can bring your feet right together. Your feet can touch, big toes touching, toes spread wide. You could also do it feet a little bit apart, whatever feels right. Bend your knees, lift your arms, look up, inhale, breath. Fold your body forward. Exhale, breath, half lift, inhale. Plank chaturanga, exhale. Cobra up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Step your right foot forward, left heel down, warrior one. We're gonna take it slow here on this first warrior one. So take a couple extra breaths here. Pull your left hip forward, send your right hip back, sink deep into your front leg, lift your chest, lift your arms. Your arms can be apart here or they can be together. Look up at your thumbs. Take another inhale, exhale, hands to the mat. Chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. And down dog, exhale. Step your left foot forward. So left foot between the hands, right heel down, back foot's on a diagonal. Again, take your time on this first warrior one. Right hip forward, left hip back, arms up. Keep trying to find 90 degrees in that front leg. Pressing strong through the inner edge of your back foot. Hands together or apart, looking up at your thumbs. Take another breath. And then hands down. Chaturanga, exhale. Cobra up dog, inhale. And downward facing dog, exhale. Breathe for one, belly in. Pelvis is tilting here, so tailbone and sitting bones up towards the sky, 2. Head, neck is completely relaxed, even chin in a little bit, 3. Keep trying to press your hips up and back, 4. And on 5, look forward, bend your knees, walk, hop, step your feet forward, half lift, inhale, breath, fold and exhale, breath. Bend your knees, sit into your hips, and lift your arms for your chair pose, your powerful pose, inhale, breath, and then stand and relax your arms, exhale. We're gonna do that again, a little bit slow on the warrior ones one more time. Chair pose, bend your knees, look up, inhale, breath. Fold forward, exhale, breath. Half lift, inhale. Plank chaturanga, exhale. Cobra up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. So your left heel goes in, your right foot steps forward. Warrior one. Come up, take some time here again. Left hip forward, right hip back. Bend, sink into your hips. Pull your belly in as much as you can. And as the hips go down, the heart goes up, the top of the head goes up. One more breath. And exhale, chaturanga. Cobra up dog. Downward facing dog. So it's right heel in, left foot forward. Find warrior one, take your time. Again, one more time, slow. Square hips. Deep lunge. Everything from the hips down is going down. Everything from the hips up is going up. Take another breath. And exhale, chaturanga. Cobra up dog. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Breathe for one. Belly in, sitting bones high, inner thighs back, 2. All of that's happening at the same time. 4. And on 5, bend your knees, Look forward, walk, hop, step your feet forward. Half lift, inhale breath. Fold in, exhale breath. Bend your knees, sit low, powerful pose. Inhale. Stand, relax the arms. Exhale. Regular speed, powerful pose. Inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Half lift, inhale. Plank chaturanga, exhale. Cobra up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Right foot forward, left heel down. Warrior one, inhale. Plank chaturanga, exhale. Cobra up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Left foot forward, right heel in. Warrior one, inhale. Plank chaturanga, exhale. Cobra up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Breathe for one. Two. Three. Four. And on five, look forward. Bend your knees, walk, hop, step your feet forward. Half lift, inhale. Fold and exhale. Bend your knees, sit low, inhale. Stand, relax your arms. Exhale, we have two more just like that. Inhale, powerful pose, bend your knees. Fold forward, exhale breath. Halfway lift, extend your spine, inhale. Plank chaturanga, exhale. Cobra up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Right foot forward, warrior one, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Left foot forward. Warrior one, inhale. Plank chaturanga, exhale. Cobra up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Breathe for one. Two. Three. Four. And on five, look forward. Walk, hop, step your feet forward. Half lift, inhale breath. Fold and exhale breath. Bend your knees. Powerful pose. Inhale. Stand. Relax the arms. Exhale. One more. Last one. Inhale. Bending your knees. Fold forward. Exhale. Half lift. Inhale. Plank chaturanga. Exhale. Cobra up dog. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Right foot forward. Left heel in. Warrior one. Inhale. Plank chaturanga. Exhale. Cobra up dog. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Left foot forward. Right heel in. Warrior one. Inhale. Plank chaturanga. Exhale. Cobra up dog. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Breathe for one. Two. Three. Strong arms. Four. and 5. We're going to take a child's pose. You can come down. You can take your knees wide or together or somewhere in the middle. Hips to heels. Fold your body forward. So lots of options in child's pose if you have blocks. I am a fan of blocks. I use them for years and years and years in my practice. I don't use them so much now, but I do love blocks. I have an affinity for them. You can put your forehead on a block. If you have those foam blocks, it's quite nice. Or just place your forehead on the mat or on stacked fists. Let your heart rate slow down. Let your body relax. Good. So we're gonna do a pigeon pose. We'll start with our right knee forward. So you can come up to your hands and knees. I'm just gonna slide your right knee over behind your right wrist. So right knee comes forward and over to the right edge of your yoga mat. And then from there, start to press your hips backwards. You're gonna pay attention to your right knee and make sure that your right knee is comfortable always in this pose. If you feel any pinching in your right knee, you come out or you adjust until you don't feel pinching in your right knee. So make your right knee comfortable always. If you have blocks, you can come down, elbows onto blocks. You can put your elbows on the yoga mat. Really whatever feels good for you. Just make sure that you're feeling this right glute, right outer hip, right inner thigh, just nothing in the knee. Good. Keep pressing your hips back and down. And just hang out. Good. We're gonna stay here for a little bit longer. So a little bit about me. I've been teaching yoga since 2007. I taught yoga full-time until 2018. And then it's been part-time since 2018. Last year, in 2025, I injured my lower back quite severely. Not doing yoga, but in kind of like a contact sport situation. Just had somebody really heavy land on top of me really hard and ended up with a herniated disc in my lower back. So these classes that I'm teaching myself right now is just kind of me teaching me yoga again after basically being off for a year. And I thought it would be nice to, let's switch sides. So left knee forward, left knee left, and press the hips back. Same thing, always pay attention to your knees in these poses. If you do have a lot of knee discomfort, and I know there's a lot of people out there that do, if you have an old yoga mat, you can cut it up. And then you have spacers and cushions for the front of your knee, the back of your knee. So in pigeon pose, a spacer behind the knee can be really, really nice for a lot of people. But just do your best to make pigeon feel safe in your knee and stretchy and yummy in your hips. So yeah, just a little bit finishing that story. Where was I? Teaching since 2007, full-time till 2018. In 2025, pretty bad injury to my lower back in something unrelated to yoga. It took about a year off of my practice. And so now these classes are just me kind of reteaching my body yoga. I am the most stiff that I've been in about 20 years. And I thought it would be a really nice way to just share the practice with anybody who might be interested in practicing a little bit slower with kind of a follow-along style. from somebody that's been teaching for a while. So we'll take a couple more breaths on this left side. Kind of the tighter you are in pigeon pose, almost the more you can just hang out and relax, because you're just going to be stretching your muscles and your fascia anyways. And the more loose you are in pigeon pose, the more you need to work the muscles and pull the belly in and squeeze the muscles so that you're not just hanging out in your joints. Good, one more breath. Wonderful. We'll take it to a downward facing dog. So we're gonna go up and back and just pedal out the legs a little bit here. So just breathe, let your head hang. Breathe into your legs. Good, and then we're gonna do a hero pose. So a hero pose is knees down, both knees down, near the top of the yoga mat. We're gonna do the knees together, heels apart variation. So you're gonna put your knees touching and your feet, your toes pointing back and your heels a little bit apart. Now you'll maybe wanna have a block nearby. You can put a block behind you to sit onto a block. You can put 2 blocks, you can put 3 blocks, however many blocks you need to make your knees feel okay. And if you don't need blocks, then you're gonna put your hips down on the ground. And if a block is too high but you're not reaching the ground, you can do a towel. Again, if you have those pieces of yoga mat, you can use pieces of yoga mat. You do kind of want to be supported. It really depends on a one-on-one basis if you can be not touching the ground with your hips and healthy without a block. And we're just going to sit here for a little bit. So just going to sit here and maybe feel sensation in the tops of your feet. You're going to push your toenails, so the tops of your feet, into the yoga mat. And just breathe. No pain in the knees. If there's pain in the knees, come higher, come out. Good, and then you can stay here or you can start to go backwards. So if you're gonna take your hands back behind you, maybe just touching the ground behind you is enough for today. Hi, Shanti. If you have blocks nearby, you can put blocks under your elbows. If you have somebody nearby you that can help you to pass you the blocks and put them under your elbows, or if your elbows reach the yoga mat, come down and put your elbows on the yoga mat. Feel your lower back. Notice what's happening in your lower back. If your lower back starts to pinch, you'll want to come up higher and out of the pose. If you're okay here, breathe. Squeeze your thighs a little bit. So yeah, everybody's different. Everybody has some different things going on in their bodies. If your thighs are tight enough, you don't have to do anything. Just allow the pose to create the action that we want in the muscles of lengthening the fronts of the thighs. If you don't feel anything because you're hyper flexible and you practice a ton of yoga and stretching, then you want to actively squeeze your thighs and try and create a little bit of muscle to bone action. You can stay on your elbows or you can start to go down towards your back body. So if your shoulders come down onto the yoga mat, you can go there. If they don't, stay up on your elbows. If you're on your back, you can take your arms up over your head. Good, so you're just breathing. Try to keep your knees together. So your knees are gonna wanna splay apart here. Keep your knees together, relax your buttocks. Extend your spine, couple more breaths. Good, and then we'll come back to our elbows, up to the elbows, back to our hands, and back to a downward facing dog. Pedal the legs out a little bit. And we'll take another child's pose. So this is just kind of the opposite action in the lower back, so nice and slow. This might feel good, knees together. Good, and then we're gonna do another pigeon pose. So we're gonna come back, right knee forward. So right knee forward and over to the right. Press your hips back and fold your body forward. Good, and just breathe. And then on this second set of pigeon, we're going to thigh stretch our back leg. So you have a lot of options. If you can reach your back foot, grab your back foot. If you can't from here, you can come up higher and you can lift your hips up higher. So lifting the hips up higher is just bring your back knee in. So back knee in, hips up higher. You can put a block under your front hand. So you go up, 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 up. And then it makes it maybe a little bit easier to grab your back foot. Good. If you can, without a block and with your hips down on the ground and maybe your elbows down on the ground, again, whatever arm reaches back works. So it doesn't have to be opposite arm, opposite leg, can be whichever one works. Good. And then just breathe there a little bit. And you are pulling your heel in the direction of your buttocks. Good, we'll let it go. We'll go up and back. Downward facing dog. Just breathe and walk it out a little bit. Left side pigeon. Left knee pigeon, so same thing. Find your pigeon, find your variation of pigeon, and find the height of your pigeon. So elbows on the mat or elbows higher or using blocks so that you can find your back leg. And then just hold your back leg and breathe. Good, and then let it go. Go up and back, downward facing dog. We'll do one more flow, plank inhale. Chaturanga exhale. Cobra up dog inhale. Downward facing dog exhale. Okay, nice big stretch. And that's our class for today. So thank you very much for joining me. If you can, lay down and take 2 minutes in final Shavasana. Just rest on your back. 5 minutes would be better. 10 minutes would be amazing. Namaste.